Clarification regarding the statistical information previously displayed on the Comelec public results website. The inaccuracy was due to the misunderstanding on the basis of the number of valid ballots cast. There are two definitions. The first definition is total number of valid ballots. As defined, it is the valid ballots that are actually cast into the ballot box. The second definition is total number of scanned ballots, which is the total sum of the valid, rejected, and returned ballots instead of going to number 1, which is defined as valid ballots. The pointer in their program was set to number 2. Hence, the number of valid ballots included the rejected, returned, and valid ballots, which sum up to more than the number of voters actually voted. Do you want me to explain that a bit more?
Yes,
well, she's saying here that there are two kinds of ballots that there are cast. The final correct ballot that is actually cast, that's the valid ballot, okay? And then the second one are scanned ballots. Sometimes, in fact, it came out a lot in the media, sometimes the machine will reject the ballot, right? So it was already scanned once. And then you put it in again, it's scanned again. So it's actually scanned twice for just one voter. So that's what she means by the difference between scanned and actual ballots cast. Actual ballots cast will be 1 per voter, and scanned ballot means one voter could actually scan it more than one time. For example, if it's rejected, they will attempt to put it more times than just one. So yun ang scan. So the error was the data that they showed, they mislabeled it. They showed the data that was scanned when they should have shown the data that was the actual valid here, no, actual valid number of ballots. That has since been adjusted. Was that clear? Any questions?
Ma'am, is that the formal response already?
Yes,
by the
this is the
Comelec?
formal response already from Comelec.
Okay.
And I have to note that it was very quickly given because as soon as we called them, I said, wait a minute, we're so busy in the command center, can we talk at 5:30? And immediately we had a discussion, it was explained to me. And on top of that, this written response was given very, very quickly after. So I'm just wondering if that is clear to all of you.
Sa scan ba, ma'am, hanggang ilang beses pwede ipasok ng isang botante pag na-reject ng yung unang beses na
I
ballot?
think you have 3 attempts.
More than 3
You have 3 attempts, yes. So that is why if you're looking at scanned, it can scan ballots. It can really be more than the number of voters because some voters scan twice. In fact, I think the president himself, it came out in the news that he had to feed his ballot in twice, right? BBM himself, so President BBM. So yun parang, that's the difference between scanned and valid ballot. Valid ballot will be the one that is finally counted.
And itong correction, ma'am, ito yung parehong sagot dun sa napakita natin example, Zamboanga City and Dumaguete
Yes,
City.
yes, that answers the issue for both Zamboanga and Dumaguete.
May other places pa ba from your volunteers na nakapansin ng same scenario, ma'am?
It was just the coordinators from Dumaguete and Zamboanga who told us. We don't know if there are more, but the point is, if it was mislabeled, they already fixed it to point it towards the right definition of valid ballots. Kasi yun una, nalagay nila yun scan in the valid ballots when it should have been valid ballot data.
Clarification, say scan ballots, dapat hindi siya nag-appear to begin with, di ba, ma'am?
Hindi siya dapat nag-appear to begin with. Nagkamali, yun ang nalagay na information. It should have been valid ballots from the start.
So, clarification po na sa mislabeling po, scan yung nalagay instead of the total.
Na-label nila na valid ballots, pero yung nalagay na data was the scanned ballot. Kaya nagka-confusion.
How many precincts, ma'am, are we talking about? Kung nabilang lang po natin.
There were several, we didn't count, but it came in from our Zamboanga and Dumaguete coordinators. So we don't know in total how many they are, but there were quite a few, especially, there were so many pictures coming from Zamboanga City. So I guess what we showed you were representative, so you could see the issue. Pero mukhang it's a mislabeling logistical issue more than anything else. So we're considering this as case closed already.